Scorekeepers, hello. We're back. We're back. We're back from the hinterlands. It is The Score. We are your favorite podcast all about the arts and culture as seen through our Black queer lenses. And as always, I am your co-host, Rocky Jones. I'm here with my two fabulous, amazing co hosts who I'm so excited to see because I haven't seen either of you in what feels like a million
Yes.
years.
Ages.
Ages, ages. You both look so old.
Well, I hope not.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You both look youthful and moisturized. Of course, what would we do? That wonderful, beautiful voice, Paige Reynolds. How are you?
Wagwan. I'm all right. My body is here. My spirit's still in Jamaica.
Yes, that I
Hmm
can understand. Mine is still in
Yeah.
hmm
Palm Springs.
hmm Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anywhere
I'm on the
but
beach
this,
listening to Buju Banton right now. That's what I'm
anywhere
doing.
but this gray, rainy day in fucking Minnesota. I'm over it. And of course, the delightful, the lovely Dr. Lee Bynum. Hello, Dr. Lee. How are you?
Hello, South Korea, and only South Korea.
Only South Korea.
And fans of BTS know why. How are you doing?
What is going on in New York? How's the rest of your summer been?
Oh my God, the weather here is great.
Uh,
Things are really, really lovely. I don't know if you've heard, our mayor has just been everything
he's
is perfect here.
he is just a fucking delight.
I
He
hear the
is
vibes are
great.
immaculate. They're
It's
just amazing.
Have you ever seen this movie with Amy Adams called Enchanted about
Yes.
a crazy white woman running around singing and dancing in New York? That's how it feels lately. We've been doing numbers on the subway. It's awesome.
I saw this old video of him, and it was when he was still rapping, and he was being interviewed by some. It looked like an what did you say?
I saw that too. I saw that too.
It was so cute. He was being interviewed by like some like it looked like some like an Entertainment Tonight type thing, but in Africa, and they were asking him about like trends that he was seeing like in the clubs in Uganda, and he was talking about him and his friends and like the Nigerian influences that were coming in and like the dances that they were doing, and he starts doing his dancing. And he's like, "Oh, and so like me and my friends were doing the da, do the da, do the da," and he's just like dancing and smiling, and like he's on beat, he's on rhythm, he's just, and I was just like, and he looked just delicious and cute, and I was just like, "Oh my God, you not I need to not stand these politicians because I'm sure he will do something at some point that will stab us in the face, but like
Not Kwame, not Kwame.
not Kwame.
As someone from Detroit with the history of mayors named Kwame,
Okay, okay.
I'm
Let's bring
so
that
sorry.
let's bring that back. Let's bring that back.
So
Roll it
sorry,
back.
y'all.
Roll it back. 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 You were correct. You're right.
Everyone's like,
Let's
my
not do
mayor's
that.
named Kwame, and I'm like,
Mm, how wonderful. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, the end of summer is upon us. We're
Good.
oh, what? Okay.
Yeah.
We're getting back into real life, but I don't know. I mean, I don't want the summer to end yet. And so
Oh.
I'm curious for both of you. What was your favorite part of this summer? Because I haven't seen either one of you in it feels like months.
It has
And
been.
I think we had that one episode where we kind of caught up just a little bit. And Paige, you were talking about your trip to Jamaica and Lee, the wonderful creative 90 Miles from Anywhere project that you're working on. But personally, what's going on? How are y'all feeling? How are y'all doing?
Mm, I mean, I'm still here in Trump's America. I mean, there's that
Okay,
part.
okay,
I mean, there's some other things bubbling up, but a lot of things feel like things swirl down the drain, and then there's detritus left in the basin. And I feel like a lot of things are, how do you enjoy the swirling down the drain as much as possible before you're left with, oh, right, this is what this is on the other side of it. Um, so there's been a lot of that for me, and trying to figure out in this moment of like having some career transition stuff, like how do you operate with the appropriate level of blinders on
Mm,
so that you can proceed? Because I've just come to the conclusion there are things that I just need to block out. Like
mm,
there are things that are happening
Mm.
that are going to continue to happen. Um, and I just need to still get through the day and not be like, okay, I'm gonna say one thing because I heard it on the news like late Friday, maybe like Friday at like 2. And y'all's president was saying something about we're going to annex the Strait of Hormuz as a U.S. territory. And I was
what?
like, this is the kind of shit that I actually don't need to hear
Mm-mm.
because
Mm-mm.
it just like it puts me in a crazy space. I can't be creative. I can't be pleasant in some instances. So
Mm-hmm.
my new thing is like I'm going to be over here in my own little world and I am going to love it because it's great here. So that's how I'm doing. I'm building my own little world. And when I'm done, I'll let y'all know so you can come visit.
Okay. Do we need a passport?
Yes, but not one of them new
I figured.
passports with Trump on it.
Ew,
New
that's a
passports
thing.
with Trump on it.
Wait, y'all didn't hear about this? I guess you were living in your own little worlds too. This had me up in arms. Like if you get a passport now, like let's say your passport is out and it needs to be renewed, the new ones, there's a page on the inside and it's an illustration of Donald J. Trump that's just in your passport for the 10 years that you have to use it.
Ew.
Ew.
Yeah, my mom had to get her passport renewed, and we heard about that. And initially, it was like if your passport office is in the DC area, that this is the one you're going to get. And if you're anywhere else, you get a regular passport. So we like had to scramble to make sure that she could get renewed before they rolled out the new Trump passports. And then it turned out nobody wants them. So now, instead of them just being in DC, they're all over the country because I guess they printed so many that thinking there was going to be some kind of demand. And now, if you just, yeah, don't let y'all's passports expire. Just don't let it happen. Do what you need to do with the calendar.
I love their philosophy of nobody wants this. So we're gonna roll it out across the whole country.
Everybody.
Like we've done the market research. Everyone hates this. No one has a use for this. So everyone gets one.
Everybody gets
It's
one.
like when U2 put that album on everyone's iPhones.
Oh my God. Yep.
Never heard from U2 ever again after that.
Nope.
What are they doing?
I don't know.
Are
I mean,
they
I guess,
still playing benefit shows for Africa or something like that?
I
That
mean,
was a thing for
I
a
think that's
minute, right? Was
Bono's kind
that
of whole thing, right?
right, right.
Humanitarian, quote unquote, whatever.
Child, I don't
I don't
know.
know.
Get me behind.
I don't know. But no, I mean, I've been feeling like when we were texting about, this recording, I had said that, I've been under a rock for the last 2 weeks, and that has been 100% true. And it's really been really liberating.
Hmm.
I feel like for my mind, because I feel like, you could describe me as somebody who is capital V, capital O, very online. Um, and I just haven't been lately. I think part of it is because when I was in California, I was, one night it was a beautiful evening. I was outside after Dennis went to bed. I was like looking up at the stars and the moon and the palm trees, and it just all felt very peaceful and beautiful and wonderful. And I just had the spark of an idea for a writing project. And I was
Yes.
like, what if I, because like, I always have this thing where it's like with my sort of creative process where it's like if it's not going to be genius, if I'm not going to be like Dostoevsky, then I don't want to do it.
Very
And
Dostoevsky thing to say, actually.
right. And like my perfectionism just sort of gets in the way and I was just kind of like what if I just wrote something just fun? That
No.
didn't have to be like,
Hmm.
changing the world. It didn't have to be some grand political statement. It could just be fun and romantic and soapy and silly and like didn't have to be like the be all and end all of the world or like my big personal statement that I leave behind me or whatever the fuck. And I've just been obsessed with it for the last 2 weeks. I've just been writing and writing and writing and writing and writing and developing characters and, you
Oh.
know,
Love
and
that.
it's been so much fun. And I just haven't had this much fun, like with my own brain. Like just sort of like like imagining this world that these people all live in and sort of the rules of this world and sort of like the history and it's been really I feel like it's been sort of like this return to like myself at like, my teenage years, my early 20s, when I felt like I could just like sit down and write something and like it didn't matter if it was good. It didn't matter if it was, like somebody was going to read it and think like, "Oh my God, this is the most amazing thing I've ever written or I've ever seen in my entire life." Like it didn't matter. It's just fun. Um, and so that's been really exciting. And so I have not been keeping up with Donald Trump or
Good,
any of
good.
his cronies or anything that's really sort of um all the horrible, horrible, horrible things that have been befalling us for the past couple of years. And it's just my body, my nervous system is just sort of reset, which is
Hey,
nice.
I'm really glad to hear that you found a way to counter your inner saboteur because that was a voice
Hmm.
telling you, you can't write this unless A, B, or C. And B, I am glad to hear that you are releasing this disdain for fiction because
Yes. And it's not a
Right?
biography.
no, when you
Oh my
started saying the
God.
rules of the world, I was like, wait a minute, this isn't a documentary. Is this the F
You said
word?
you said characters and stuff.
Uh-huh,
I
What?
uh-huh.
know. I know. I'm writing a piece of fiction.
Oh
It's
my
crazy.
God. Who's
Hmm.
playing me?
Marina Summers.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But thank you, Mamoru. I appreciate. So that's been fun. That's been me. That's what I've been up to.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Yeah.
Yay.
I love that.
And it's kind of
Yeah.
spilling over into the rest of my life because I'm just kind of like, before I left, I was like, my body was just in tatters because I was like in the
Mm.
gym like 4 or 5 days a week, like trying to push myself and like, I will have the body of a 22-year-old Instagram thought. And now I'm just kind of like, I'll go to the gym if I feel like it. And when
Mhm.
I'm there, yes, my trainer gave me this whole list of things to do. I'll do what I feel like, and then I'll jump in the sauna, and then I'll go home, and then
Love it.
and then I'll eat whatever the fuck I want, and then I'll at work, it's like I'm gonna do good work and I'm gonna do everything that like is being asked of me and maybe even a little bit more. But like I'm not gonna take it home with me. I'm not gonna be like emotionally
Mm-mm.
invested in it when I'm not being paid to be emotionally
Mm-mm.
invested in it.
Absolutely not.
Definitely not that.
And so
No.
I don't know. I just feel like after the last like 2 years of like troubles,
Mhm.
2024, 2025 were they were a lot.
Mhm.
And I think like 2025 up until like sort of now was me just sort of like in fight or flight, like what else is gonna happen? What else is gonna happen? And like now I feel like my nervous system is like, okay, we've landed.
Mm.
Like your feet are on the ground. You can start being you again instead of like this weird sort of like grieving slash questioning slash fearful, frightened version of you. Like you can just chill and everything's
Yeah.
gonna be okay. So I feel like I can breathe again. I feel
Hmm.
like Rocky that like people sort of knew pre 2024 is sort of coming back again. And like I feel like I can sort of be like smart again. which is nice, which I've missed.
Sorry that you have
Oh, I
to
love that.
waste all your smartness on all of this.
No, it is what it is. It's the world we live in, right? Unfortunately.
Because boy, would this be a great time to be a blathering idiot who couldn't perceive anything, couldn't put anything together. This would be a great time
They
for
seem to
that.
be having a lot of fun.
I
Ooh,
was gonna say
child.
the people who are seem to be, I don't know, in bliss.
Yeah, yeah.
Not a care in the world. Every day
Mm-mm.
is sunny. Yeah.
There's this one, and let me not talk. No, okay, I'm going to talk shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Absolutely.
So there's this one couple in our neighborhood, white couple, gay men, two cis gay men,
Oh.
who are, I'm pretty sure, the two dumbest people I've ever met in my entire and they
Not a
somehow
shock.
found each other. And
Bless.
like it's shocking. Like the few times that I've been in a space with them and had to sort of interact with them, and it's just like, oh, you don't even understand sort of basic how the world functions. like
They're not required to.
like
Right,
it's
there you go.
it's crazy. Like just basic common sense. They just lack it.
Mhm.
So of course, Donald Trump ascended to power a decade ago, and of course they were all about it. And they get on like people's social media and just troll them in the most vicious, horrific ways.
Wait, these are your friends?
Well, that's
No, 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 no,
no
no.
Oh, okay.
Neighbors,
neighbors.
neighbors,
Oh, okay.
neighbors. I've talked to them maybe two or three times in my entire life. They're like,
Whew.
no, no.
I thought this was the beginning of an intervention. I was about to be, can we pause this recording?
Right,
I
right,
do not claim them at all.
Lee was about to be like, as your friend, let me take your hand digitally. Let me take your hand.
But they will show up on the social media pages of people who are my friends, who share my values, who are posting perhaps their political opinions on things and say like the most vicious, horrific things, and then doesn't understand why nobody wants to invite them to their party. Or they had like a 4th of July party and they like invited everyone in the neighborhood and nobody went. They could not under they could not understand why. And they were insulted. and sad. And it was
Well,
just like,
good.
can we can we just take a look at that comment that you said?
Yeah.
Where you called my friend everything but a child of God? This, that, and the third. Like, like people are just, it's the lack of self-awareness
The
is
lack of
it's
self-awareness.
just crazy.
Mind-boggling.
Hmm.
It's mind-boggling.
Hmm. No, I just I don't know. Like I legitimately don't know. What is the name of this guy? Oh God. Somebody signifier. We listened.
FD signifier.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
Yep.
you. So he had a thing on a few days ago about um Candace Owens. And and it was sort of about how much of our I don't know, mental energy should we be giving all of these I don't know what is the appropriate term for these sellout ass black people that we can use on this show. Maybe trash
I believe the
pandas.
technical term is coon.
Okay,
That
that's what I was
that's what I was
looking
Hmm.
for.
that's what I was gonna
Okay,
say, but
just making sure.
I mean, I
Yep.
feel like, I mean, it was in an episode title a few months ago.
Right.
I don't think we're above the word coon.
Well, good, because what I was going to pick was probably objectively worse. And it was just interesting, like the number of people who were like in the comments being like, but she made a good point about blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, wait. Before you can get to a point that she's making, you have to get through all of the nonsense she's talking first. And there is a lot of nonsense that you have to make it through. Like, and as a people, right? Like we can there's so many of us who are out here making thoughtful commentary about a lot of these issues. We can just listen to somebody else who's
Hmm.
not doing all of the extra stuff and completely leave her to the people that she's picked over us anyway. Like what is this? And then I was like, oh right, there are a lot of people who are just floating around who engage with stuff as they want to engage with it. So then the broader context of something, oh, Chris Brown's my favorite singer. Chris Brown is a monster. Like, what are you talking about? There are a lot of people who can sing. Like, how did you land on this? Right? Like, this is the world we're living in, though. And it drives me crazy. I
Yeah.
don't get it. I hate it.
I don't get it at all.
Not a tiny bit. Not at all. Not at all.
Hmm.
I mean, this is why Rocky, I'm so glad to hear about your intentional fencing in of of your life from some of the bullshit because you have to. There's like you can't make sense out of shit that just don't make
Mm-mm.
no
Mm-mm.
sense. And you will drive yourself crazy. It will steal your creativity, your peace of
Mm-mm.
mind,
Mm-hmm.
your sense of
Mm-hmm.
equilibrium, all of that. Because there's just no way to make sense
Yeah.
of the deep, deep levels of brainwashing, dissociation,
Mm-hmm.
propaganda,
Mm-hmm.
just you can't make sense of it.
No, you can't.
You can't.
You
You can't.
can't make sense of it.
Yeah. You know, I feel like that quote by the mother of Black America, James Baldwin, about to be a Negro in this country and to be relatively conscious is to be in a state of rage almost all
Exactly.
of the time, right? I feel like this
Yeah.
is the moment just to float away in some fantasy. Otherwise, you're just going to be angry and disappointed
Hmm.
all day, every day.
And I
I mean,
just,
it's the racism, it's how deeply patriarchy is entrenched
Mm-hmm.
too, with the whole
Mm-hmm.
okay, one of my favorite podcasts, The Read, has been calling the Chris
Oh, I like
Brown
to
and
read.
Usher tour, the Bumps and Bruises tour.
oh my God. Oh Lord.
Yeah, yeah. So I again, I'll drive myself crazy. trying to make sense of why people still insist on putting Chris Brown on a pedestal. Just like I will lose my mind trying to make sense of people still supporting R. Kelly,
My God.
still making excuses for Diddy,
Yeah.
still like
Yeah.
all of them. It's
Yeah.
because patriarchy is also just that
Yep.
entrenched. The dick centeredness is just
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
entrenched. And I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it if I try to make sense of it. All I can do is try to distance myself from it.
Yeah.
And at this point, it's bad enough where I don't even have any more. Okay, I won't say none, but my sympathy is running thin
Mm.
for people of marginalized genders who still uphold patriarchy as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
at this point, I'm starting to see you as just as guilty
Hmm.
for upholding the bullshit, which is part of why I love back to that film Is God Is. That's part of why I
Hmm.
loved it so much because I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired
Yeah.
of the bullshit. I can't make sense of it. I can't make sense of you trying to maintain uh some fantasy, some patriarchal fantasy that's literally killing you.
Yeah.
I don't need a patriarch if he's gonna kill me.
No.
I don't need a daddy if he's gonna kill me. I
Mhm.
don't need a husband if he's gonna kill me. But apparently a lot of people see it differently and I'm gonna lose it if I try to make sense of it.
It's actually really, really scary because
It
I
is.
feel like between the complete submission to the patriarchy and this sort of balls to the wall, like nothing matters as much as proximity to whiteness for certain people. It's like let's say you get it, right? Let's say you get the proximity you want, the setup to everything that you're describing. Do you know how completely oppressive that is going to be? Right? Are you that unaware of how this has been working the entire time? What this is set up to do? The patriarchy is here. It is set up so that you can be less than, so that they can be everything that they wish to be. Like that is actually how that works. That is the cost of the proximity. And it's just like this can't be what you want. Like it
It,
just can't be.
that is exactly the part of it that I I it just feels so gaslighty because it's like it's as a reasonable, intelligent, thinking person, you look at this and you want to make sense out of it. Like it has to make some sort of sense. Like take the Candace Owens like example. Like, okay, well, I'm sure she has a degree of financial freedom. And maybe that's what she was looking for. That's the kind of freedom. But it's like, look at everything that you have to give up
Yeah.
in order to have that level of financial freedom. And like, we're living in this racialized capitalistic society that tells you that financial freedom is the be all and end all. So it's like people are looking at, you know, Diddy and being like, but he's a billionaire. And we should respect him because it like
Yeah.
but look at all the shelves of baby oil and GHB and like that's all that matters to them. It's the money part of it, it's the power part of it. And it's like, look at how he had to give up his entire soul. Look at how Candace has to give up her entire soul. Like, does she sit like lay in bed at night and just think like, man, I could really go for some catfish and some greens and some yams right now, but she can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if anyone ever saw her just having a nice plate of food, then like, can you imagine all that she would be cast out?
Mhm. Hmm.
Like it
Hmm.
it like the sacrifices are too great. And it's just like I just I don't and I feel like I sit here and the thing that just drives me crazy is you're sitting here and you're on social media and you're watching all these people say these insane things
Hmm. Hmm.
about things that are just totally completely obvious. Like, yeah, Chris Brown is a fucking monster. It doesn't
Complete.
matter if you enjoyed his music back when his music was popular. His music isn't even popular anymore.
Run It came
It's
out
not
like 20
good.
years
Run
ago.
It is so old. Run It is a sludge from the 90s. Like like the internet doesn't even go back that far. Like I like I don't understand. And people like are on here just caping him for him so hard, tripping over themselves
Hmm.
to
Like
say
Hmm.
it's
some
their
crazy shit.
job.
Like
Yeah,
it's their job, like they're
like
getting
it's their job.
paid.
Hmm.
Like Chris Brown is gonna write them a check.
Right.
Like, thank you, ma'am. Here you go. Here's your rent for the next month. Chris Brown would never do that. Chris Brown doesn't give a fuck about you.
I mean, Clara, right? And it's I don't I don't understand how people don't recognize that there's just a pattern here, right? And when I was growing up, we always used to say tokens get spent. And I feel like you put yourself
Mm.
in these situations, it can only end in one place. And this isn't even specific to like Black people or queer people or women dealing with like certain aspects of, hegemonic society. This is just period. You can be a cisgender middle class white man and put yourself in this kind of a situation, and you will also find out it's just not going to work out for you.
Exactly.
You cannot like debase and dehumanize yourself and expect that on the other side of it there's something good coming for you. I on top of the other things we're talking about, I think this is where the capitalism thing just sort of cuts through a lot of this, because that madness to chase the dollar sign is it's leading this country to such an interesting place. I am very curious about some of these students that I teach who in 20 years might be historians, who are going to be able to look back on this time and be like, wow, you could just see it.
Mhm.
You could just see everything unraveling before your eyes, and it's hard to know it when you're in the moment. But that's clearly what's happening, right? Like this,
Mhm.
it's it's clearly what's happening here. They're eating
Well,
the cats, they're eating the dogs.
and it's like you look back, historians now, looking back on like England and like the British Empire and the Spanish Empire, and like you can pinpoint
Yeah.
all of the
The
moments
moments.
that they
Make
made
them right
these
down.
terrible decisions,
Yep.
these dehumanizing decisions
Yep.
where they killed and enslaved and robbed and pillaged, and you can see the exact through line to the complete and utter ruination of their civilization,
Mm-hmm.
of
No.
their
Mhm.
society.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't even have to look that hard. Like America in the last, well, I mean, since the 1600s,
I was
but
about to say 400 years.
but especially in the last like 100 years, like
Yep.
like the sort of exponential precipitous descent. Like we have so many examples
Hmm.
going back like to Rome, probably even before that.
Before. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's
I
just like, what are
mean,
we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
and the fact that like there doesn't, like in the main right now, there doesn't feel like there's anything that is communicating to people the level of pump the brakesness that needs to happen. And you can, I mean, you could just like pick a broad category of reality, like humans making the earth completely unsustainable for life within the lifetime of like people who are alive right now, right? Like that's a thing that's happening. No, that's not something we need to be worried about. Anybody being able to get a gun for any reason in this country and shooting up a kindergarten or a church or what have you,
My
let's
God.
not be worried about that. Gas is what, $15 a gallon, but let's, hey, the new Spider-Man made $2 billion. We're good to go. Like people, I'm like, what do y'all think is going on right now? Like you
Bread and
don't.
circuses.
Bread and
Bread and
circuses. No,
circuses, yeah.
absolutely.
That's
Uh,
it. Bread and circuses. And as my godmother said, she said they used to be more serious about the bread part, but they don't even seem serious about that. The
Well,
circuses, though, the circuses are next level. The
honey,
circuses
honey,
well, because
nonstop
yeah.
24/7.
Mhm.
I mean, the bread is $15 a loaf and it's full of poop.
Literally. Literally.
So, so we can't do the bread anymore. So we might as well just fuck shit on the news every 10
Let's do
seconds,
it. Let's
5
do
No
it.
bread,
seconds.
but we got Love Island, I guess. I don't know.
Mhm.
What?
Well, I enjoy Love Island, but
Four
that's
different
fine.
franchises of RuPaul at a time, which if that's the circus, then call me a monkey and a clown,
I'm just
because I'm
saying,
here for it.
I'm the ringmaster. Okay. Another season of Traitors with the civilians.
Yes. Civilians.
Oh my God.
A few days ago, friend of the show, Frankie, and I were texting about me literally trying to convince this man to give up his job to do reality television and actually doing a fairly good job with the argument. Because by the end of it, he was like, well, you know what? Let me talk to this casting director about blah, 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 blah. I am serious about these circuses right now. So let's make this happen. I want to be on the next season of Traitors.
I want to too. We should apply
I see
together.
that.
Oh my God. We
Can you imagine if we were teamed up in the castle?
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, we're going to be such great TV. I feel like people don't understand me, but the specific thing they don't understand about me is how my personality works.
Hmm.
Unless you think about a talking head, then all of a sudden my personality makes complete sense. Do you understand how good of TV I am going to be? Like, I feel like people can't even wrap their mind around how entertaining I'm going to be in that context. We need to make this happen. Okay, scorekeepers, get out your pens and or paper, write this down. Lee Bynum, next season of Traitors, host. Send that to
Host.
Peacock. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I am.
you're replacing Alan?
I'm not really feeling him. It's the fashions for me.
It's the fashions for me
It's
too.
the fashions
The
for
the
me.
first couple of seasons were like,
Ugh.
okay, now it's too much.
No, it's
It,
it's
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 not.
gone over a cliff.
It's just not working. And I think most people would rather it be me. And now that we know that a civilian can be on the show, I think we just need to figure this out. So y'all send this to Peacock and you tell them that they can hit us up at the score 2.0 at rocky.com or
The
whatever.
score
And we
the
can get this
score
to happen.
podcast 2.0
Podcast
at
2.0 at
Gmail.
rocky at
Yes, yes.
gmail.com. Yes,
Mhm.
And also I feel like I would be very entertaining.
as the host.
Um no, as a player, as a
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
traitor.
No, I'm back with you. Yes, I agree. I agree.
As the traitor.
Yes.
Because because I think what people don't understand about my personality is that I am a Gemini rising. Um, and so my initial
There's that.
impression is I come off as very smiley and
Hmm.
friendly.
Hmm.
I walk into a room, who's going to be my friend here in this room? What they don't see, however, is this Virgo Mars and this Capricorn Venus and this Aquarius Moon, where I will
How do you have
share.
all these moons?
What?
You just listed like 8 signs.
Yes, I have a
Oh,
full chart with lots
oh,
of planets.
oh. I guess I'm the only one who only has the one. Continue.
And all of my internal planets are very sober and calculating, strategic. And so I will be friendly and lovely and funny. I'll have the whole castle laughing. And then I will go up in that turret and I will stab motherfuckers in the face and
Mhm.
not feel even
Not
a little
feel
bit
a
bad
thing.
about it.
Mhm.
Feel nothing.
Nothing.
And then
I'm gonna
walk into
make sure I tap
breakfast
you
like,
on the shoulder.
thank you so much. And then I'll walk into breakfast and be like, oh my God, Tanya? Tanya Yard? Tanya Yard! I loved her. And it'll be, like I, I would be that person that people love to hate and would never see coming in a million years.
As long
Mm.
as you're not, oh, who was that horrible gay person who was on last season? I think he was a swimmer or something. Do you know who I'm
Colton,
talking about? I don't remember his name. I blocked it out. He was horrible.
the one who uh the white dude with the crazy fashions who was playing way too
Yes.
hard
And right, it was
was the
him and it was
bachelor.
another white guy who had like a snake tattoo on him.
Oh,
They were
Rob.
they were a monster together.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Our
Ugh.
season's gonna be better than this.
Oh, so much better. So much
Mhm.
better. So much fun.
Mhm.
So much fun.
Yeah, oh, I'm looking forward to this. Okay, good. This gives me something to look forward to for next year. Traitors season 5.
Okay, well, I mean, scorekeepers, here's the thing.
Hmm.
About what I learned that with this civilian season is that rumor has it, allegedly, that they were looking for people who already had pretty high follower counts. Now, Dr. Bynum has quite a few Instagram
Oh,
followers.
oh.
I have but a mere fraction of that. So if you all could just hit that follow button, and then we could make that happen. Rocky Jones Picture Show on Instagram. That would be great. That would be
So of
great.
course they're actually still looking for famous people, just not famous
Yes.
people. Got
Right.
it.
Yes.
Ain't that about a bitch? All right.
Yes. Yes.
America.
Yes. Well, today's meat and potatoes. There were some crazy shenanigans happening
Oh,
with the
Jesus.
Grammy
Oh
Awards,
my
y'all.
God.
Mm.
It's like, why is it always the Grammys? Like,
I
why
don't
can't y'all
know.
get y'all's life together?
They just
I
can't
don't
do
know.
right.
They
They
can't do
just can't.
right.
I mean, we're gonna talk about it after this break, but why are there even why why do the Grammys even exist?
Oop, ding, ding, ding.
So more,
What's
so
going
all that and
on?
more when we return. We'll be right back. And we are back. And I just realized that, Paige, you never said your favorite part of the summer, but I'm assuming it's Jamaica.
It is. It is. It is indeed. It is Jamaica and it is minding my business.
There
Hey.
you go. There you go.
I've been minding my business super, super heavy. Um, but I also think it's like I've been trying to take burnout recovery
Mm,
seriously,
mm,
you know?
yeah,
Mhm.
Like they say it actually takes a while.
yeah.
Right. It does.
Uh yeah, fully come back to yourself. And I'm understanding that and I'm trying not to rush the process. But as I do it, it's like as you were describing earlier, like, oh, I have more creative ideas. I'm writing and I'm actually sharing it on my Substack. Like,
Hey.
yeah, I'm actually doing those things. Also shout out to my mama because she told me to, and she was like, "You're a great writer, Paige. You need to be doing more of that."
Oh,
Um,
Hmm.
and I listened. Also, it was just her birthday a couple days ago, so
Oh,
oh.
shout out. Happy birthday, Mom.
happy birthday to Lisa Reynolds. Thank you for being
Oh.
born, and thank you for birthing me.
And actually, I would be remiss because we were on vacation and July 19th was Daisy Elm's birthday, my mom. So happy birthday to my mom as well.
Oh,
Sorry to
happy
Aw.
hijack. Sorry to hijack Lisa's moment,
birthday.
but
That's okay. We're happy. We're happy for Miss Daisy being born and therefore you being born. So
Aw.
exactly. And same to you and you. But I suppose we should get on with this fuck shit about the Grammys. Like,
Oh,
what?
yeah. Yeah, no,
What's going on over there?
Look, as the
that's the
marketing
question.
director of a company that has a record label, I probably should not be asking this, but I'm just going to ask it anyway. And with the caveat that I have very little to do with the record label. Why do we have the Grammys and why
Yeah.
are they allowed to do stupid things like this? In June, they announced that there are going to be five new categories for next year's Grammys. One of which being, what is it, Best Asian Pop?
Asian pop, which is not a genre
What is that?
of
What
music.
does that mean?
It means that segregation is alive and
Yes.
well,
I'm
right?
I'm just gonna read because I have it pulled up. This is what the official rules say. Eligible recordings include contemporary popular music originating from widely recognized within Asian markets, including K-pop, J-pop, and C-pop. So I guess if you're an Indonesian rapper or you're a Cambodian pop star or you're
Mhm.
Marina Summers,
There you
you're
go.
shit out of luck, I guess.
Yep.
Asian pop is a distinct and globally recognized form of popular music characterized by its integrated approach to music performance and presentation. So, what does integrated approach mean? Like
What
stealing
does
from black
that
people? Is
mean?
that
I don't think it's that. And I also worry a little bit about that framing. I'll tell you what I this is clearly about money, right?
mm,
Money and categories of
Mm,
people and a a pop music industry that is not recovered from the decentering of labels. Like I think that is something that the entire industry is really struggling to figure out where do we go with this? And then the newfound power that exists in independent artists and how uncomfortable it is now that I think artists can be more agentive in putting their music forward. The old categories are kind of falling apart in some ways, right? And you can have like the Shabuzis of the world and people like K. Michelle and Beyonce existing in music categories that we didn't used to see people who look like that being in those categories and winning. And people who used to be winning in those categories now being like, well, what about me? So instead of actually dealing with the reckoning of you can't actually compartmentalize music very easily into geographic regions or belonging to a particular ethnic group. I think that that isn't typically how art works in this post-global society. So, in order to maintain the hegemony, you have to create these new categories so that Black people don't win all the country music awards and Asian people don't win all the big pop awards. Like to me, that's clearly what this is about. And I remember years ago thinking about like the idea of the Latin Grammys
mm-hmm.
and feeling like I'm fine with there being able to be a whole other award show for musical genres. And at the same time, all of these people are still participating in the music that I listen to. So they should all be able to be considered at the Grammys, right? Like just because you have a Spanish language album or you happen to have been born on the island of Cuba doesn't mean all of a sudden we should only understand your music as one thing. And I to me that's the piece that's so uncomfortable. It's like they're making these catch-all categories because they're trying to protect some image or some set of artists who feel like they have ownership of something instead of kind of understanding that like that's clearly not how music works.
I don't.
Like music of all things, that's not how that works. And it's really bothersome that there's this idea that it's like, well, yeah, if you are an Asian person in pop, this is the category you're supposed to be in, irrespective of what's actually happening with that music. Like C-pop, J-pop, and K-pop are not like identical categories of music. Like they're
Not
just
even
not.
within themselves.
No,
Within
abs
J-pop and
Right.
K-pop and C-pop, there are
no,
a million
absolutely.
different genres and sounds and influences and
I mean, you'll find
like
that on an individual song on one of these albums, like, Bad by ATs. Like it's literally English and Korean and Spanish, and it's rapping and kind of singing, right? Like that, like, so what are we supposed to do with that? Let me rephrase that. We can just enjoy that without over-indexing on this belongs in a specific category that we're constructing out of something that is not speaking to what the music is actually doing. It's very, very bothersome that I think that I guess they felt like they could also just sweep this under the rug in the same kind of ways that they've been trying to do with some of these. Well, this is traditional pop, or this is traditional country. Well, this is alternative R&B, but this is not alternative R&B. It's like, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
what do
Like,
these words mean?
what do these words mean? They only mean something here. And then you'll see the same album sometimes like appearing in like multiple categories. It's like, so you don't understand that your categories don't really mean anything. So you're just going to keep making more, but then also segregating all the not white people into specific categories. Like it irks the hell out of me.
The
It's
thing the thing that I was always confused about, like last year, this whole conversation about Bad Bunny for the first time, you know, won best album with an artist or with an album that was entirely in the Spanish language. Don't you have an entire award show dedicated to Latin music? So presumably there's been a best album that's been entirely in the Spanish language several times.
times.
That has won a best album, but those aren't the real Grammys.
Right,
Those
right,
Grammys don't
right,
count.
right, right.
The real Grammys are the ones that we give to Taylor Swift. And Bad Bunny got one of those. So that's what's historic and exciting. Like that's that's actually crazy. Am I the
And
only one that thinks that that's
No, no,
crazy?
I mean, I
No.
see note every Beyonce album, right? Where they are like how you can win the most Grammys over the course of the night, but not win any of the big three ever. Like it's that kind of thing that is communicating. We only want you over here. And not only do we only see you as this thing, we are going to fall all over ourselves to construct a version of reality where you can only be this one thing because these big awards we really don't want for your kind of music or for your kind of human, not even your kind of music, for your kind of human. Because if it were coming out of the exact same music, were coming out of a person of a different body, then no, then it belongs in these three categories. That's some bullshit. Like it doesn't even make any sense whatsoever.
But it makes even less sense when you think about the way it works the other way, because then you'll have these categories where, like, for instance, like the best rap album category from several years ago, where you had Kendrick, you had Drake, you had Jay-Z. I forget who the other nominee was, but who that year, all four of them had created albums that were critically acclaimed, that were commercially popular, that were part of the cultural zeitgeist, that everyone was listening to, had several hit singles, Good Kid, Mad City, I know for me was on my regular rotation, and that's not even like I don't even
Serious.
usually listen to Kendrick like that, but like that summer, that was my album. So you have these four incredible, impactful albums and Macklemore. And who won the category that night? Macklemore.
Whew.
So
Yes.
so then
Yes, it is
when
that.
so then when a white person makes music that could be interpreted as one of these sort of what's the word that I'm looking for? I don't want to say subgenre, but that's the way that they're treating them.
That's the way that they're pretending. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, then that's a novelty and that's exciting. And look at what this person did. And oh my God, isn't that
Mm.
amazing?
Yeah.
Wow, a white person made a. It's so funny and crazy. Oh my God, I'm at the thrift shop. I'm at the thrift shop. That's so fun. Give him a Grammy. Like
That
what
is
the
literally what happened.
like the hypocrisy is so stark
Mhm.
and
And not
again,
hidden.
like what we were talking about before, just so gaslighty.
Yeah.
Because then people will be like, well, Beyonce winning for Cowboy Carter is the same thing. And it's like, it is absolutely
It's not the
Not
not.
same thing, boo boo.
at
That's not
all.
it. It's
Like at all. For reasons that are obvious.
hmm hmm
So I just my question is just sort of like it remains like, what are we doing here? Why does this exist except to get a bunch of rich people in fancy outfits in a room to sell advertising dollars so that, we go and buy McDonald's and Coke? Like what what purpose does this serve other than to make people feel angry and to uphold white supremacy and sort of the racial capitalistic hegemony that we are all suffering under?
And
I mean, I think that's it.
yeah, no, that's
That's it. That's
exactly
why
it.
they
Yeah.
uphold it, because people will watch for the bullshit, for the controversy, for the show itself, and then social media is a whole nother layer too
Yeah.
that, just adds to people's bags when everybody's
hmm
talking about what happened, whether they liked it or not. Um, it translates into more money for
hmm
these folks. That's it. I don't care about it being actually fair. I don't care about it
hmm
actually being about people being recognized by their peers for their artistic accomplishments. It's not about none of that.
Yeah.
If it was still about that, we for hip hop, we would still have the BT Hip Hop Awards or the Source
hmm
Awards or something like that, and that would be held up as one of as one of the pinnacles for anybody in hip hop to win.
Yeah.
We would still have Soul Train Awards, and that would be the pinnacle of, if you're doing R&B, if you're doing, these traditionally Black American genres, that would be the thing to win,
hmm
but it's
hmm
not. It's not about none of that.
No,
It's not
no, it's
about none
not.
of that.
No, it's not. And I feel like the idea of continually landing on like these demographic categories and then trying to overlay them onto people's artistic output is it's just
It's
weird
weird.
to me.
That
It's just
that is exactly
actively
the word.
weird. Like, and I feel like we as a society are like gradually moving away from a lot of these things. Like we're saying to each other, like, oh, okay, this doesn't really make any sense. Like as a paradigmatic framework for reading the thing that we're saying that we're trying to read, which is what music do we want to as a group of practitioners, because that's what the academy is, right? Like it's a big ass club, a big professional club. What do we want to recognize as being excellent? And the only way that you can process that is first by going through somebody's race or country of origin. To me, it's it's American. It's just like the most American way of looking at something, and it's exhausting because I guess they thought this one was going to slide by, like we kind of weren't going to notice or something. And I was really glad when BTS was like, yeah, then we're not participating in this. This sounds just like absolute insanity.
This is crazy.
We don't want your little award, and whatever name that you were putting on this award is not going to benefit our bottom line anyway. Like it's really bugging me at a very deep level because it's so regressive. It's so
Hmm.
retrograde. We are in 2026. This is not 1957 where it's like, okay, let's make sure that there is a catch-all category for Ray Charles and Aretha Franklin or whatever. Like that's not what we're doing anymore. Music is so much more global than that. And they have taken what is clearly the most global brand of music, right? That is clearly operating in this space of existing between a number of different genres that perhaps can be attributed originally to all kinds of different groups and are now saying, we're going to call this we're going to label it with the name of your continent in a way that also like flies against how I understand a lot of people of Asian descent to identify. Like there's not
Hmm.
like a pan-Asian kind of a thing, like there's a pan-African kind of thing, like, or used to be anyway, where like we could all kind of be like, oh, we're all black. I lived in Asia. Like I specifically remember people being like, no, I'm not Chinese, I'm Japanese. Like, and you can't put us in the same group, and I don't know why you would put us in the same group. And I'm like, oh, my bad. Like, I'm sorry, this we do this over here in America. Let me stop this immediately.
Hmm.
And now the Grammys are like, no, 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 that's exactly what we're going to do. So that the same people can keep winning these awards that clearly they're not supposed to be winning if you have to make up fake awards so that they can keep winning them. Like, can we not? Like, y'all don't have shit else to do?
And I think that's it right there. It's just like it's just this fake award
It's a fake award.
that we've all
Fake
just sort
award.
of decided means something. And people are like, oh, money, race, it's just a social construct. Well, yes, but like they have like real implications for our lives, even though these are fake things that humans made up. This this just does nothing but piss people off.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
For no
Absolutely.
reason.
Absolutely. And they didn't even have sense enough at the same time to be like, so we're also making a North American pop category. Like they could have, I'm like, where were your
An
marketing
an
people
ocean
to
an
like,
Oceanian pop category.
oh
Where
my God.
what about all the folks from Tonga? What are they supposed to do? Where where did they get their Grammys? Justice for Vanuatu.
I mean,
I
again, like it just makes a little sense. I'm like, is the controversy just part of the point to
yeah,
get people to watch it or pay attention to it? Like, did anybody say no at
yeah,
some point or
yeah.
say, this doesn't sound like a great idea? This doesn't make sense.
Hmm. Hmm.
Or was everyone just like, no, that doesn't make sense. And that's why we're going to do it because it'll get the people going.
I legit would love to see like the Otter AI meeting notes from that Zoom
Right,
call.
right.
I'm like, who agreed that this was a good I mean, it's like do actually just do better. This is easy. Just do better. Like oh, and just the minute where you think people are starting to get it, like the minute that you think people are starting to get it, people will be like, no, we're not getting it. We don't want to get it. We're going to do the opposite of get it, and then we're going to throw in your face that we don't get it, so that you
Brains
can
reset at
spiral.
midnight.
Right? No, this is why I actually can't be the host of Traitors. I would not be able to focus on the task ahead of me because these kinds of things would happen and I'd just be very upset and very, very useless. I take it back. I can't be on Traitors.
Oh.
But I actually could be a judge on RuPaul. So I do want that
And
to hang in
should,
the
yeah.
air.
You know what you should do? You should replace Law on Project Runway.
I could Law, speaking
Please,
of
please,
monsters,
actually.
I'm like, you are a mean old woman. I could replace Law, the not even remotely hilarious Ross Matthews, and the other middle-aged gay that Rue has on there. I could actually replace all three of them. That's a 3 for 1
That would
right
be a
there.
significant improvement for all.
Oh my
Well,
God.
here's the thing with Law. Okay, Michael Kors was a mean old petty
Mm,
bitch,
Hmm.
but
mm.
there was some constructive criticism
Yeah,
underneath
yeah,
everything that he was saying
yeah.
because it would be like, dang, that was so mean, but he's right. It does look like a trash bag. She does look like a streetwalker, whatever crazy shit he was saying. Law is just this is disgusting.
Right.
Zendaya wouldn't wear this. Like,
I would never put this on Zendaya.
Ooh.
I'm like, first of all, give this woman some agency. Secondly, the concept of a judging panel with Law, Heidi, and Tyra is from Dante's Circles of Hell. Like, this is the
not one
least
designer.
constructive. No designers, but also it's fashion is certainly subjective, but like the triangulation between Tyra and Heidi about I would wear that or my good girlfriends would wear that. I'm like,
Look at what you're wearing
ma'am,
right now, Tyra.
right.
You look a mess. She looks a
No,
mess
no
every
tea, no
week.
shade. We're talking about 50-some-year-old former supermodels. Like the sample of people that you know and what they can and should wear is actually not appropriate kind of for anything. Like you can't have a real conversation about we would all wear, and it's like, who are you talking to? And I thought we were trying to cancel Tyra. Like, how did she manage to
She just
bounce
she
back?
just slithered right through the cracks,
Didn't
didn't
she?
she?
They didn't even announce that she was coming back like that. It was just like, oh, and on the judging panel, I literally thought she was the guest judge. I was like, oh, well, I'll deal with her for 1 episode. Then she came back, and then she came back, and then she's came back again. Where is Nina?
Nina said, "I have stuff to do.
I,
Hmm.
Y'all can work this out. I'm not trying to sit here. I'll come for the first episode with Plain Jane and Q and Miss Universe,
oh my
the one
God.
that everybody's gonna watch, and then
Yeah.
we'll eliminate them, and then I'm gonna say bye. I'm going to France."
It did my soul good to see Plain Jane and Q both go home
Mhm.
first. That actually was enjoyable.
But
I will say
I
that.
just didn't appreciate the bait and switch because
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
it
mm-mm.
was like, oh my God, new season of Project Runway. Look at, oh my God, we have these queens from Drag Race. We have Miss Universe. We have
Mm-hmm,
all these,
mm-hmm.
incredible people. You're gonna want to come and watch. Oh no, we're eliminating them immediately.
Right.
So you sat down and you watched it, and we're eliminating them all in one fell
One
swoop.
fell swoop. Yeah,
We're
yeah.
eliminating 10 people at the same time. And you're gonna sit down and you're gonna watch the rest of the season because now you're invested.
Only
And
for them.
not even for a challenge where they had to make anything.
Mm-mm.
They were judged on looks that they brought from home. So presumably the looks that you saw during their audition that made you want to cast them on the show in the first place, that's what they're all getting eliminated
Yeah.
for once they are on said show.
Yep.
So then why were they on the show in the first place if their creations weren't good enough to be on the show?
Because they're going to bring
Riddle
half of
me
them
this.
back next season as contestants.
And their clothes are going to be terrible, like Joseph McRae.
You know,
So,
I like Joseph's clothes. I
well,
would
they're better than
wear
they were last year.
many.
I'll give them that. Okay. But we're talking about the Grammys. I'm
Were we? Yes, we were. And
sorry.
I'm still mad about that. Thank you. I had forgotten.
Well, wait. I just want to read the rest of the rules because I think this is interesting for the Asian pop category. Eligible recordings typically feature melody driven composition, mainstream pop songwriting, and commercially oriented production as recognized within their respective markets, and may incorporate elements of pop adjacent styles such as pop rock, pop R&B, and other related forms. So, stealing from black people. Recordings in this category are often characterized by genre blending arrangements, layered production, dynamic. Blah, 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 blah. Recordings must feature meaningful use of one or more Asian languages. An Asian language should play a significant role within the song in bilingual or multilingual structures that the recording is identifiable within that language. Recordings performed entirely in an Asian language are eligible. Incidental or minimal use does not qualify. Recordings performed entirely in English are not eligible in this category and remain eligible in other appropriate categories. So even if you are an Asian person who is singing in English, you will not be eligible for this category. What?
Did you know
Hmm.
that HBCUs represent 3% of all colleges, but produce a third of STEM graduates? I mean, since we're just talking about random facts, like I thought I'd throw one out there too, because I don't know what to make of what you just read to me. Yeah, I mean it's some foolishness and fuckery. That's literally all it was. And somebody literally should have checked this before the press release went out. Like there was a moment of we can make this sane, right? We
so,
can make this sane. Let's not do this.
so maybe like am I just like being stupid? But like my understanding is like okay, so you have to be singing in an Asian language of which there are what, like thousands, right?
Mhm.
But you have to in some way be incorporating some sort of like in a way that is immediately recognizable, some sort of Western style of music, preferably something that has been stolen from Black people, Black American people. Like, so it's not even Asian pop that's derived from Asian traditions. Am I being stupid? Am I being dense?
No, I don't think you're being stupid. I think you're making the mistake of doing a sense-making
This is
exercise.
what we were talking about at the beginning,
Yeah.
right? This is
Okay.
my this is my prop. Yes. Okay, you're right. I'm trying to
Yeah.
make sense out of things that don't make sense and I need to stop doing that. Okay. Yes, you're right.
But I guess to the thing that you were just saying about like musical forms that are stolen from Black people, to me, the idea that these things are restricted to groups of people is challenging, period, right?
Hmm.
And I say that as a person who works in opera, and I don't think of myself as stealing from white people. I think I'm just writing the kind of music that my brain processes my reality on. And I think as long as we're trying to categorize things that are, as long as we're trying to categorize musical forms based on the group of humans who created them in the first place, I think we're going to continue to be able to fall into these traps, right?
Hmm.
That are about the continued categorization of artistic output around racial delineations that are already challenging.
Yes, you're
And
correct.
I just I I I mean I guess I technically should be making dance hall, right? Which I kind of would
Right.
love to do. Maybe I'll make
Right.
a dance hall
I mean,
opera.
that would be amazing.
That
You should
But
do that.
you should.
yeah, so maybe we've solved a new thing. But I just like why can't it just be like this is the song that everybody likes this year, and we're going to give that the Grammy. Maybe there's like two Grammys, right? The song everybody likes, and the album everybody likes. And you give out those two and you call it a day.
Well,
Certainly don't give out this new artist award because that's some bull. But
I mean,
like,
they tried that with the Oscars and everybody lost their mind. They tried to have a like the actual best picture and like the best like popular picture, and everybody was like, absolutely the fuck not. So like, you can't win for losing,
well, maybe we should do away with these stupid award shows.
or that.
How about that? How about that?
How about that? Because I mean, I get the Tonys. The Tonys are kind of like, you know, a regional insurance dinner. It's like televised, like insurance salesman of the
Oh,
year.
child. Which is factual, right? Because it'll be like, oh, which of these four musicals that open is going to get these four slots? Like that,
Right.
there's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
much
Right. I
something
mean,
to
it's
that.
it's a small industry. They decided they wanted to have a dinner and an award show and give each other some sparkly things. And like, in order to qualify, you have had to have released a play or a musical like within this time period that, plays in a theater that is of this size and whatever the other, criteria are. That
Between this
makes
block and that block.
yes,
That's the other piece.
yes. That all makes sense to me. It's like, Carol Johnson, Insurance Person of the Year, like Cola Scola, Best Performance in a Play. Like those are analogs to me.
Sometimes the truth just hurts. And I have
I
been
mean, and
saying
I
for a
don't mean
long
that to be
time,
rude. I mean, Cola Scola is amazing.
right,
Cola Scola
right.
is a genius, but Carol's a genius at selling insurance.
I mean, look, I literally worked with a Tony winner at my last job, an absolutely lovely, brilliant musician who can do all of her own shopping, right? Nobody's going to stop her at Whole Foods being like, "Oh my God, didn't you get that orchestrations, Tony?" Like that's not a real thing. So what you're saying is absolutely true. These guild awards, they're clubs, right?
Yeah.
They're clubs, and we have gassed them up to like have it mean something. And I guess they mean something when they do, but they typically don't. Shout to Mira Sorbino, who's sitting at home with an Oscar, doing the same thing right now that I'm doing, having coffee, talking to her friends, in a pair of sweatpants. Like these awards literally mean nothing more than they mean. And I don't know why we're putting ourselves through all of this. I say we need to get rid of all of them,
I mean,
every last one of them,
Yep.
and sports, every sports team. Want those gone too.
well, it's like I was thinking about it, and it's just like when the football team that wins the Super Bowl, they call themselves the world champions, and it's like you didn't compete against the world.
No, no,
Like
didn't
that's crazy. Why would
we
you say
won the Super
world
Bowl this
champions?
year, right? And wasn't it an American team playing an American team when the Knicks won?
That's basketball, honey.
Well, I stand corrected.
Now, football, I kind of get the Super Bowl world champion thing only because no other country takes football as
Oh, right,
seriously
right.
They don't
as
even
we do.
they
They don't
don't
So
even
they
try
play
it.
probably are the best
but
in the world.
they don't play football. They
Or they
they
do,
play
but it's
they call it
actual football.
soccer.
Right.
Or we call it
We
soccer.
we
Excuse
are the
me.
only ones
We
who call
call
it
it
soccer.
soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they don't play American football. So like the winner of the Super Bowl is the world champion. I guess. Okay. If that makes you feel better.
This is why all the other countries are sick of us.
So sick of
They
us.
Yeah.
are sick of us. I mean,
I'm sick of us.
imagine. Oh, honey, this is why I'm so glad I don't exist. Imagine being a pop star over in Asia and being told by these random Grammy people what your category is and where you are allowed to make a difference. Like
I can only imagine what it's like to be like for instance, like a pop star in China.
mhm,
And you have spent your whole career, you've gone through like the education and the professional system in China
mhm.
to make it to to where you are a successful musician, artist. You have billions of people who know your name,
Literally.
who sing your songs. Billions of people, not
Yeah.
millions, billions with a B, who know your name, who sing along to your songs, who follow you on your social media, who love you, adore you, scream your name. And then all of a sudden, these 60-year-old Grammy American people are coming over and saying, like, no, actually, we're just going to reduce you to this and this
Yeah.
category. And that's
Yeah.
all you are.
Yeah.
And you will never actually, oh no, but we have to give Taylor. She released another album to middling reviews and and no hit singles, and we have to give her another album or else she's gonna, write a song about us. So like sorry, you get this best Asian pop. Even though your album sold a billion copies, critically acclaimed, make that make sense. It doesn't.
You know, this reminds me of, this is going to sound like a wild tangent, but I feel like this is just another permutation of the will to categorize people. The last couple of years I was at Mellon, there was an initiative that Mellon had. It was called the Latino Initiative. That's literally what it was called. And it was about, there were so many things that were lumped in. And like there was a piece of what I was working on. There were like museums on the island of Puerto Rico, the schools within the University of Puerto Rico system, and then Hispanic serving institutions, which function differently than HBCUs because it's a federal designation that has to do with the percentage of your student body that is Latino. So at any rate, my boss and I were in Puerto Rico talking to students at the University of Puerto Rico about the Latino initiative, and one of them was like, why are we lumped in this particular thing? And my boss, who was Latino, he's Cuban, like, paused and was like, well, because everybody here is Latino. That's why we're at the University of Puerto Rico, because you're all Latino. And and then the student was like, but if we're all Latino, is any of us Latino? And like there was just this kind of moment about, what are we doing? What are we doing? We were sitting in New York, sitting around a table. Somebody said, let's do this thing, flew us out over there. And we're over here talking what is apparently nonsense to a group of people who are like 19 years old and they're calling us on the nonsense. I want to go back to my hotel, have a pina colada, sit by the pool, and just let this embarrassment just wash off of me. Because I feel like we're over here talking about something that doesn't make any sense to the group of people that we have just decided are in this initiative that doesn't overlay with who they understand themselves to be. It is the absolute height of like imperialist behavior.
I was just gonna say, like, it's just you're just colonizing
Just
all over
yeah,
again.
colonize. And mind you, this is, at the time Mellon had a black president. Like I really think all of this was like meant to come out of, we're trying to do it. We're trying to do a thing. We have all this money. There's this hurricane here. Let's see what we can figure out. And at the same time, it's like, but words matter. How you characterize people matters. Understanding how people understand themselves matters. Like you can't actually do things for people. Like that's not how you approach this. And this is, I don't know. Like I guess as I look back over my life and think about all the things that I've done that are just ridiculous, maybe that's why this Grammy thing just bugs me so much.
I
It's
think
like
that's it.
Mhm.
we're just meddling in some shit. Paige, you said something rather brilliant earlier about minding your own business. And boy,
Mm.
are you good at it. You may be the person I know who is the best at minding their business. Maybe all of us should like take a
Maybe.
page from the Page playbook.
Maybe because it's just like it really is just like it's like the Grammys put out a press release and was like, we now have an outpost in Asia. You may remember
Yeah.
when we went to Africa a few years ago. Now we're in Asia. Like it,
Literally everyone's like, girl, who asked you?
Yeah.
Like,
who gives a fuck what you think about the music that's
who
coming out of
asked
Asia?
Did
you?
And
y'all
and
know
you're
that they
gonna sit
make
here and
music in
judge it?
Asia? Now we can give them one of our awards. We made a category for them. Oh, they're so
Well, now
lucky.
we're gonna listen to less than 1% of it and decide which one is best for the whole continent
I mean,
of
child, this is the
billions
The
of billions of
Grammys.
vast
people.
continent, the vast continent of Asia.
Where two
Which they,
thirds of the
you know,
world's
they weren't thinking
population
about how
lives.
that includes. Okay, so great, you gonna have the South Korean music right there with the Iranian music right there with the Indian music, since it's just all of Asia.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
where are did you listen to the number one album in Turkmenistan this year? I don't think you did.
Hmm. Hmm. Name the biggest pop star in
In Bhutan.
right now,
or
quickly.
or Lebanon, which most people don't even know is in Asia. I mean this God. So we're ahistorical, we're unaware of geography. We just learned a thing existed that's been existing, so now we can I've got to get out of here. Got to get out of here.
Okay, well, maybe we should make like BTS and boycott this year.
I think so.
Because
I
like
Oh,
that's
I've
absolutely.
already been doing that the past 2 years.
well, that is true. That is true. And I I turned around and paid a little bit more attention once Beyonce finally got her thing. But what is the thing and who
Yeah, what's the
cares?
thing? Yeah.
I'm if Beyonce's happy, then I'm happy. So congratulations to her. I bet you don't like Chris Brown. She's a billionaire. She's problematic. Shut up. But we are over time. So I think perhaps, unless anybody has any strong objections, should we save our pure black joys for next time?
Yeah, I don't have anything to be joyful about. I mean,
I
truth be
mean,
told.
I didn't want
I'm
to
trying to find it
say
and I
anything.
can't.
It take
It's
you that long? It does, it does.
yeah, yeah.
So we will leave it there, but we will be back in a few weeks with a brand new episode. Until then, please leave us a review if you enjoyed what you were hearing, and let us know what you think of. I'm curious what people are thinking about Law on Project Runway because
He must have fans
he
somewhere.
must.
I
And
I
I
don't know a single one.
and to quote the great Sally Field, I want to know why.
Yeah.
But leave us a review, leave us a comment, leave us 5 stars, subscribe wherever you're listening, tell your friends all about us if you think they would like us, because I don't see why they wouldn't, and they're gonna see us on the Traitors in a couple of in a couple of months, so you better start to like us. Um, but I think that's all I got for now. Any words of wisdom before we go, kids?
And may the best drag queen win. I'm getting one of these host spots. I don't care what nobody say.
Ba, 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 ba. Okay, so, but no, any words of wisdom?
Mind your business.
I-
Drink some water.
I have
That's
one.
it.
The best thing, take 2 weeks off from social media.
That's a good
Yeah.
ass idea.
Just take
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
weeks. That's all
Yeah.
you have to do. Just focus on something that's actually happening in your real life. Maybe pull out a pen and paper, maybe
Mhm.
write down some of your thoughts, call your mom, have a have a nice conversation. Well, or your parent or your friend or whoever. Have a conversation, catch up for an hour, go outside, touch some grass,
Touch
take a
some
walk,
fucking grass. Yeah.
and just it's not that serious. It's Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, they'll be there when you get back. Just
Mhm.
Unfortunately.
unfortunately, but it'll just go reset your nervous system.
You might
You
want to
need
use that
it.
time to learn how to grow some food. I'm just saying. Just look around. Just
Why did I think you're about to say you might want to take some time to
grow
grow
some.
some hair? And I was about to be so done. I was about to be so done. That sounds like something I would say to somebody. Oh God. I'm so glad I'm not rubbing off on you like that. I was so
Wow.
worried for a
Wow.
second.
I'm not that level of bitter yet. Yeah, take some time to grow them edges back, bitch. No, it's not.
Oh, I missed you
Ooh.
too. I think that's a beautiful note to leave. And we'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.